Yesterday, I guess I did some shitty, shoddy journalism yesterday. I didn't dig deep enough. I really only hit the scam. I didn't hit the bullshit line to reinforce the scam. Right? For the people that can't be scammed by the stupid scam, there needs to be a bullshit line to reinforce the scam to get the people that aren't stupid enough to fall for the beginning premise to fall for the second premise, right? I didn't get to the second premise. Now I've gotten to the second premise, and I gotta tell you, my opinion has changed on this. I no longer give a flying fuck about anybody who's buying GameStop stock. Have fun. Y'all just have fun. Piss away your money. Enjoy. None of you deserve my pity at this point. And none of you will deserve it in the future, by the way. Don't come crying to me. You should do a video about how we all got fucked. No. I'll do a video laughing about how you all got fucked. But no. You lost my support completely. This is why. The original scam is that GameStop is a wonderful company full of potential, and its stock shares should be way higher than $6 because there's so much potential in GameStop, right? So many things can be done with that whole thing, right? That's the original scam. But there are people who say things like GameStop is a failing business. Like, these people are short betting on it failing because it's been failing for decades and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. And eventually, games creators will just phase them out and the people won't realize it's happening. Right? Like, when they released the Xbox One, I remember there was a whole fucking to-do because they were going to make it to where the games had keys, and the only way that you'd get your key would be you bought the game, then you put the game in your Xbox. Your Xbox gives that game a key that is exclusive to that Xbox. You try and put that fucking game in somebody else's Xbox, won't fucking play, it's going to ask for the original Xbox. That type of fucking horse shit, right? And people went, fuck that. You're just trying to run GameStop out of business. You're trying to make sure we can't buy, sell, and trade games, can't share games. We all have to buy our own copy of the game. Fuck you. Right? That was how many years ago? Lots of years ago, right? Now let's fast forward. Because Xbox and PlayStation, they did something that was 1,000 times smarter than trying to openly phase it out. They just started putting everything as digital downloads. Not only did they start putting everything as digital downloads, but they started doing sales. And I mean fucking sales. AAA games, a couple months after they come out, usually you can find them like 30% off. You know what I mean? Like, and it's all in the Xbox store and PlayStation store. They made it cheaper, easier, more expedient, and better all around to buy video games online. Who does it? Who's still buying discs? Who's still digitally download? Or who's not digitally downloading their games? Seriously, I want to know, because I'm gonna look at you like you're a fucking chick that doesn't swallow. Like, what? Huh? What? I just thought that's actually a really old joke of mine because I turned the setup of an old joke into the punchline of the new version of the joke, and somebody might have been upset about that. I'm not knocking on you personally. It isn't a personal knock on you. I know that there's that whole thing. Look, it's a joke. It's an old joke. The joke originally is, you know, I walked into somebody's house and they had a VCR, and I looked at it like it was a chick that doesn't fucking swallow. Like, they still make her. No, the joke is, God damn it, keep fucking it up. The joke is, I was with this chick, she told me she didn't swallow. And I looked at her like she was a fucking VHS player. Like, they still make you? Right? Like, that's the joke. Anyway, let's just move on. I don't remember where I'm at now. I don't remember what I was fucking talking about. Nevertheless. So, GameStop ain't going anywhere. You're not going to turn it into fucking Dave & Buster's. You want to know why? Dave & Buster's is a failing business model. You want to know why? Arcades are a failing business model. You want to know why? Because nobody wants to fucking play a video game in a noisy ass fucking room with a shit ton of other kids yelling and screaming for $5 a pop. Nobody wants to do that. The days of feeding coin after coin after coin after coin into a machine are fucking over. You want to know why? 90% of the games you find in arcades, I have on Xbox. And I can play them as much as I want for free. The other 10% are so huge and massive and goofy that I don't fucking care about playing them anyways. So, like, the business model of GameStop is failing because it's being phased out of existence. We're going into a digital culture. Welcome to digital culture. Welcome to digital life. We don't buy hard discs anymore. When was the last time you bought a CD? Tool released a new album, I found out, like months ago. Still haven't heard one song on it. You want to know why? Because I'm not going to go buy the CD. I don't fucking want to go buy the CD. And every time I think about it, it's always when I'm away from my computer or I'm in the middle of recording or something like that. And then by the time I get around to looking it up, I've forgotten again that they fucking released a new album. I might never hear a song off that album. Because I don't buy CDs anymore. And I don't care. I do kind of care about that. But ultimately, I don't care that I don't buy CDs anymore. I've gotten rid of most of this. I used to have a fucking tower that was as tall as I was, full of CDs. And I got rid of all but like a handful of them. And the only ones I kept because they're Tool CDs or they're collector's edition of some sort. And I don't even know why I kept the collector's. I just fucking get rid of them. Who cares? So the GameStop model is failing. They want to take the GameStop model and turn it into another failing model. Arcades. So everybody who's being duped by the first premise, I just want you to know, you're the stupidest of the bunch. Everybody that's getting into GameStop because they really like GameStop and they really think GameStop can go somewhere, the only place GameStop can go is gone. That's it. It ain't gonna be the new big thing. And even if it is, it ain't gonna last long enough. It'll be the new big thing for the fad, and then it'll be gone when the fad leaves, when the next fucking fad comes. So the people that are falling for the first premise, they're the ones that are actually falling for the con because they're telling you to buy shit with perfume on it. Because believe me, people will love it. And they go, really? People will love it? Okay, I'll put my life savings into that. Awesome. Dumb fuck. But nevertheless, so that's the first con. Now the bullshit premise is, we're doing this to fuck over the elites, man. We're fucking these hedge fund dudes. We're fucking the 1%. Right? We're making them lose billions. This is awesome. We're fucking the 1%. Right? So I looked into the guy that kind of started this whole thing. This fucking whatever the fuck guy on Reddit that started all this shit. He started getting everybody amped up about this idea, right? I looked into him. You want to know what he is? He's a day trader. Anybody else hear that? He's a day trader. He's no different than the fucking hedge fund guy that you guys are fucking up. In fact, most likely, you're fucking up his competition. You nutbags. But if that's not enough to make you go, holy shit, I can't believe I put money into this. Another point I want to make first and foremost. Anybody who bought in under $50. If you bought in at any point up to $50, I'm not even really talking about you. You're pretty well fucking good. I'm gonna get to you later. You've got your own moral questions to answer, but nevertheless, as far as the money's concerned, hey, more or less, unless you're as stupid as the people who are buying stock now, and you fucking wait until the stock is below what you paid for it to sell, you're gonna make money. If you paid in under $50, you're gonna make money. If you're paying it now at $4.99 or whatever it's at today, you are going to lose all of that money. I just want you to know that. You're gonna lose all that money. Now, a whole bunch of fucking people have decided that, boy, isn't it fun to quote fictional movie characters from comic book movies. So everybody's saying it's not about the money. It's about sending a message. Okay, well then give me your stimulus check. No, fuck that. Give your stimulus check back. And if your response to that is, but I'm using the stimulus check to buy... You're using your stimulus check to buy stock in GameStop. I said that out loud real slow like that because perhaps you've never heard the word strung together vocally before. Because out loud it sounds as stupid as it is. You're using your stimulus check to buy GameStop stock. The check that everybody has bitched about for months and months and months. Where's my stimulus check? Why can't they come to a fucking deal? What the fuck are they doing in Congress? Why can't they fucking make a deal? And you're gonna turn around and take that money and essentially give it to this dude that you're fucking over as competition. You don't need to get tested. You're full-blown retarded. And you never go full-blown retard. We all know that. It's a rule. But you have gone full-blown retard. So I'm sorry. From here on out, if somebody wants to fucking bitch at me about stimulus checks, I'm gonna ask you one question right off the bat. Did you buy GameStop stock? If you say yes, I'm gonna say I don't fucking care if you starve to death. And I'm gonna walk away from you. Because I don't fucking care if you starve to death. You're too stupid to be trusted with any money. You're the people that make the government say, we have to give all this money to the states. We can't trust the people. They'll do something fucking stupid like buy stock in GameStop. You're the people that fucked the rest of us into having the government decide what money we do and do not get. Because you are officially too stupid to be trusted with it. So, alright, here's a fun thing. Here's another little fun realization. You might have heard earlier when I said 1%. That might have clenched your sphincter up a little bit. Oh yeah. 1%. Essentially, what these people are doing is they're just forcing a bunch of 1%ers to just piss away a whole bunch of money. Right? Now I just... Alright. So there's that, first of all. And what we're going to do is, we're going to redistribute that wealth to the 1% of people who bought that stock. pushing them automatically into the 1% without any real financial knowledge or awareness. I mean, not all of them. The day trader that started this shit, oh boy, he's just going to become the next big scumbag. You just wait. You know, I remember a time when people like Jack Dorsey were really cool and Mark Zuckerberg. I don't want to have commercials on Facebook, man. As soon as we get commercials on Facebook, as soon as we start selling ads, it's just going to go to shit. It's just going to be fucking crap. It's like a line from the fucking movie, the Social Network. I don't want to have commercials because as soon as we put on ads, it's all going to go to shit. These people used to be good people, and then they became 1%ers. Now everybody hates them. Why do you think that is? Because they learned how business works. And you all are about to get a big lesson too. But please allow me to spoil just a little bit of it for you. So, right now you've got hundreds of thousands, if not fucking millions of people who are putting every cent they possibly can scrounge up into this shit because it's going through the roof. And if you're looking to any of this shit on Reddit, you're not a fucking total idiot, you're not sheep, you're going to see all the classic signs of this is a fucking scam. But nevertheless, if you look at Reddit, these people are talking about bringing this stock up to like $1,500? $2,000? Well, shit. If the stock's going to get up as high as $2,000, shit, even $1,500, even just $1,000. If the stock just goes up as high as $1,000, shit, it's almost worth it to buy in at $380. This is going to go to $1,000. You're actually making money. Of course, most people only afford like what, dozen or so shares. So you're not really making money. You're just you're making a real good bet. But only if you get out when the money is worth that much, or when the stock is worth that much money. Only when you get out then, right? You have to get it up to that point, and then in order to actually get that money, to actually have it be yours, you got to sell that stock. So the guy that started this and bought in at $6 fucking dollars and has probably millions of shares at this point and has made billions of dollars, he's getting these fucking assholes that are also in on this scam probably, I'm sure. Or probably not. Who knows? These people are probably just as fucking stupid as all you sheep. They're following along with this shit. They just know how to make it sound good. I don't even know. But somebody posted a big fucking thing. It's like directions on how to do this right now, right? And they're talking about this shit getting up to $2,000. And I'm like, oh my God. So people are going to be like, oh, fuck yeah, I want like 2 shocks, man. Or two, all I can afford is 2. Give me 2 shares, baby. Double me up. But here's the thing. And here's where you know it's a fucking scam. Like they list, you know, if you're this type of person, here's what you want to do. Because this will be, you know, this will be safe for you. Whatever. If you're this type of person, this is what you're going to want to do because you're a little bit more of a risk taker, but not extreme risk taker, right? So, you know, this is the smart rules for somebody who just kind of wants to middling in it, right? If you're an all-in motherfucker, here's what's going on, here's what you can expect, here's how you hold the line, you know, this is just pumping you up, reinforcing you, right? But there are those type of people in the world. And then it's like a second class, or a last classification that's, if you're a really cool motherfucker, you're staying in as long as that first dude's staying in. And that's how you know it's a scam. Because they're going to get a whole bunch of people that are going to be like, as long as that dude's in, I'm in. But the funny thing is, that dude's going to decide at some point, I'm good. And he's going to start selling off all of his stock. And that stock, as he begins to sell shares by the hundreds of thousands and millions, it's going to start dropping like crazy. Now, if you read above, if you're this type of person or this type of person or this type of person, it tells you There are going to be dips, and there are going to be spikes, and there are going to be dips and spikes and dips and spikes and dips and spikes. There are going to be dips and spikes, right? Now, this is the way that, just so you know, this is how stock market scams work. So, they tell them there's going to be dips. If there's dips, don't worry, right? Because it'll go back up. Trust us. They'll see people dipping, and then people will see, oh shit, the stock's going down. I can buy more of it, and then they'll rocket back up. Don't you fucking worry, right? So, that's what it has all... Did anybody else see the movie Boiler Room? Did anybody else see the movie Boiler Room? Nobody else saw that? Man, first of all, it's a good fucking movie. Second of all, it'll keep you from making these stupid mistakes. Anyways, so... They tell him, if it's dips, don't worry. So this guy's going to start selling his shares. He's not going to start selling it like mad, because that's going to make a fall. He's going to sell it a little bit, and then more people will spike it. And then he'll fucking buy a bunch, and then sell a little bit more at a higher price, and then the people see it dip, and then everybody go, that's our sign to buy more, and then buy more, and then the stock goes way up again, and then woo, and then he's manipulating all of this in little ways he can. Like, the more he buys, the easier it's just going to be for him to fucking do this. Anyways, so then it's going to get to a point where there's a dip, right? And then people are going to start to buy, and then it's going to dip again. And people are going to go, that just means we need to buy more. And then they're going to look at the Reddit, and the Reddit's going to go, look, a double dip is nothing. Buy, 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 buy. And then people are going to start buying more and more and more and more and more. And then all of a sudden there's going to be a drop. Not a fall, not a collapse. A drop. Not a dip, a drop. The line's going to all of a sudden go straight down. And people are going to freak the fuck out. The people in the first two columns, they're going to fucking freak the fuck out. And they're going to start selling. The people in the first column, they're already gone, most likely. They're already done. They went, hey, I made my $1 million. Fucking out. They're done. All the rest of them are going to fucking freak. They're going to sell. And then you're going to see a drop. Right? Another big drop. And then all the people in the second column, they're going to go, this is the time where I have to sell now, otherwise I'm going to lose everything. And then it's going to be a collapse. The collapse is going to happen when the guy who first started this shit finishes selling off his shares. He's going to walk away a billionaire. A bunch of people who freak out are going to walk away, maybe some of them walk away millionaires, maybe. But mostly people are going to either break even or make a couple of bucks. The other thing is there's a lot of people that are now seeing this on the news. Normies, people that aren't involved really. They're seeing this and they're thinking, holy shit, this could be a thing. I'm dumb enough, I don't understand the stock market. Everybody's telling me it's a great time to buy GameStop. So I'm buying. I'm in for a penny, I'm in for a pound, man. Take it all. Take my house. I need a mortgage. Sell my car. I'm fucking all of it. Those people aren't paying attention to the Reddit shit. And most likely not paying enough attention to the stock market. So when it starts to dip and dip and dip, they're going to freak out, but they're going to be pushed to the back of the line because they're going to be normal people. All the people like the day trader who started you guys down this fucking path, he's going to get, obviously he's going to be making his trades first. Because we're staying in as long as he's in, right? So he's going to be able to sneak in. He's going to sneak $250 million out from underneath all of you. Everybody who's in on this, he's going to sneak $250 million away from you guys easy. The other part of the billions of dollars that he's going to make all of this, that's going to be fought over, but he's going to easily sneak $250 million before any of you are even awake. Right. So, because he's going to be smart enough to do it on West Coast time. Anyways, so Once it collapses, people are going to start really freaking out, and they're going to be going, I now have, you know, the entirety of my investment, all of my retirement, all of my whatever. They're going to have this, that, the other thing. You're going to have people that are going to be homeless because of this. You're going to boost the homeless population a lot. You're going to have a lot of people that are just going to be kind of pissed off because they lost a bunch of money, but not so much that they're crushed. And then you're going to have a bunch of fucking morons that are like, yeah, I lost my entire stimulus check. It was worth it just to hurt those 1%ers and create a whole new 1%. You're not crushing the 1%. You're not winning anything. You're just changing names on the nameplates. You're not doing anything different. And giving all of this money to the people who are going to make money off of it, it's not going to be any different than the people who already have the money just keeping the money. Right? So, in your quest to fight the monster, those of you who are actually going to make a killing on this are going to become the monster. And by doing it, all you needed to do was fuck over the 99% of people underneath you and take all their money. So, hey, if you're thinking, man, if they're talking $2,000 a share, now's the time to buy because I could actually make some money. I just want you to understand that the money you make is at the expense of the other people that are in on this con with you. All the other victims. And if you are seriously going to tell me, no, this guy's in it for real, he's going to go the long haul. He wants to make the share prices bigger than Amazon. That's his goal. If it ever gets there, you'll see a lot of people fucked. And, I mean, you see a lot of people fucked if it ever gets there. Should it ever get there, God fucking forbid, that'll be when you start seeing the ugly side of this. Because once he reaches his goal, which he's been open about, that's going to be when it happens. Now, there will also be a point at which things plateau. The shares will get so high priced that everybody that has all their money wrapped up into shares of GameStop, they're not going to be able to afford to buy anymore. The people that actually know what the fuck they're doing with the stock market, they're certainly not going to, they're going to jump in at 500? No, they're smarter than that. That's why they play the stock market and you don't. They're smarter than you as far as the stock market goes. And you're not going to get people jumping in at fucking 1,500 at all. You're not going to get people jumping in at 1,000 a share, really, at all. So there is going to be a point at which the stock is going to plateau. When that plateau hits, you're going to see the ugly side of this. Mark my fucking words. Everybody who's involved in this, I hope it really isn't about the money. Because 99% of you aren't going to make money. Probably 15% of you are going to lose everything. So, I love that we are fighting against the 1% just to crush the 1% and 15% of us as collateral damage. And what are we going to do? We're going to just create the new 1% because we're just transferring all that money from these rich people to now these rich people. And, you know, statistically, people that win the lottery, they're broke within a year. Some of them wind up homeless. Just saying. So all of you normies out there that are going to make a killing on this, be careful how you spend your money. Because statistically, 1 year from now, you're sleeping in a box.